Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Monster Terrain 2, specifically for the Destiny of the Railforged DLC. I've been taking a bit of a break on this game, waiting for it to get some updates, and I guess while I wasn't paying attention, they were working on a DLC that adds a whole new faction, and an update that adds back in one of the prior factions. So, we have the Railforged faction, which is all about like gear and equipment and gaining permanent buffs, kind of, sort of, which I really like. And then the Wormkin, who are the DLC faction from the first game, that are all about like weird crystal juggling and combos. It's strange. I'm not going to be playing both of them in the same video. They don't have that many natural synergies, so I'll have to figure out who do I want to mix in here. So we're going to do Railforged, and I tried Under Legion, they were okay. We could try Lazarus League. Graft Scissor Hands. The main question is, does the graft stick around? This is something to play with. So effectively, these guys really like armor and equipment. I could try it. Let's give it a shot. So friendly units gain slay +1 damage permanently. I could probably get something else. I do like the extra free card draw for playing a card from primary and allied clan. Just extra gain is nice. There's Bogworm's Growth for extra floor slots. Actually, you know what? Instead of the Pyre Savagery, let's go for the Bogworm's Growth and go from there. Alright, so we got some Spike Driver Spiders, we've got Twisted Back, and we've got Makeshift Golem. They're okay. And Twisted Back has got Trample and Strike Gain Rage. Those are good. Not my favorite lineup here. Blights and Scourges cost nothing, is extremely helpful. And Forge is permanent. Ooh. Yeah. Forge is permanent. Forge instead grants 1 extra on armor for each Forge point. So Forge points are kind of a separate currency that it expires at the end of a battle. Ooh. This will be fine with a trample, actually. Okay. Armor 12, Extinguish. So on death, apply armor to friendly units. So Makeshift Golem is not amazingly good. Let's get this guy down. Alright, let's see how this goes. So we want this guy. The problem is Graft Twisted Back is tricky to come across. How are we going to do this? Well, I'm going to start by smithing, which gives me a forge point. Then I'm going to use it on this guy. Oh, he does have trample. Okay, hold up. Let's undo that then. If he's got trample, then we need him to live. Okay. So we want to do Smith, which gives him 2 armor and gives us 2 forge points. If I use it on the Twisted Assistant, the Twisted Assistant permanently now gains 2 extra damage, which is quite useful, and he can wipe out all of these guys on his turn. I'm going to have the assistants here to kind of block some hits, save me some damage, put this guy there. There we go. So when these characters die, you get the Graft item as equipment that you can apply to other characters, which is extremely helpful. So, oh, but that would remove his that's interesting. Okay. Put this one here. So I could smith a couple of times, which is slightly tempting. I'm just going to put the Spike Driver Spider here. Then I'm going to smith a couple times, just give this guy some durability. And then I'm actually going to play the Scissor Hands on this one. So the Scissor Hands has now been boosted by those Forge points, which conveniently actually makes it so the Scissor Hands, the unit, permanently gains that bonus as well. Which I actually think is really cool. Let's see. I'm just going to smith and then get the Twisted Assistant down. And then, I don't know, give that guy the damage. We don't have enough space for all of this, unfortunately. We also don't need it. Okay, so let's smith, and then I'll put the twisted back on. And then, I don't know, do we get the spike driver spider? Sure. I'll have to see if I can find some other good grafty characters to work with this. Because it feels like there's got to be some really gnarly combos. We also can use things that let me, like, sacrifice units or destroy them in some meaningful fashion. But, alas, doesn't look like we've got that at least at the moment, but we do tons of damage. We have trample, so it'll be easy to deal with groups, kind of. Alright, we get our money. So what do we get? Weldling, resolve apply armor equal to half the ooh, that's really good. Otherwise, we do have boilerplate, forge gain 2 armor permanently. I do like the weldling. I think I'm gonna grab that. And still 25, some damage. Grab the sanguine assistant. Okay, so what do we want to do? I could modify spells to make Smith cheaper. Tempting. I could modify units. I think we want to modify units. I wonder if Grafts keep all of their abilities. Armor, reanimated, gain armor. I actually don't want either of these. They're both kind of terrible in their own way. Upgrade a unit with endless. I think they still lose their graft, though. Like, it's not as good as you'd think it would be. Reduce size down to 1. I think I'm just going to put a strength stone on one of these guys. This one? And I hate to do it. Do we reroll? I think so, because I want to test. Does the speedstone bonus go onto the graft? Have to try. Let's see. Let's just purge something. One of the shield stewards? Yeah, because we don't want them for any reason. We do want to pick up some equipment. Some, like, actual permanent equipment, probably. But I think this is fine. So, Herzl, makeshift golem, shield steward. So, if I put this guy down, yeah, we kind of want him to die. He didn't die. Oh, that's unfortunate for me. I can do the Chime of Despair. Luckily, they're not getting past either of these floors, so I think I can just leave it. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it. Unless I want to throw down the Sanguine Assistant, but I think I'll just wait. Okay. Burn Chimes of Despair. So, sadly, the equipment does not retain any of the bonuses that you put onto the unit. It was worth a shot. Okay. So in that case, we want to do Smith, and then I want to get the Weldling down. And I think I'm just going to give these guys scissor hands. Make them a bit tougher. The Spike Driver Spider here. Not that it's particularly good on its own. Okay, and there's the boss. It's fine. I'm just going to double check that. Because I want to be hoarding forge points for a bit. So burn that, put this person down. Smith a couple of times. Yeah, I can just put down this spike driver spider. Okay, so we do have the other Twisted Assistant, but it's fine. I think our goal here, really just to make this back as good as it can be. Smith a couple of times. Would I rather get this Twisted back boosted, or would I actually rather boost this guy? That's tricky. All my eggs in one basket or start splitting them. I think I'm going to keep them in one basket for the moment. I should have actually given some of the damage to this guy. Okay, let's just Smith twice. And then throw the Sanguine Assistant in the front, who will die, but they get the permanent bonus. Alright, this is kind of working. It's a little weird, but we get, more or less, we get to farm forge points on a lot of random units. I just have to be careful about who I apply it to. Let's see, renovate. It gives me a bunch of space. I like it, but it's not consume, which is tricky. I think we don't need it because we straight up gain an extra space every turn. Bonk is interesting. You know what? I'll grab Bonk. We could use it. Graft double-edged arms. Multi-strike. So we do like this guy. We also have Potion Kit ability Brew. I don't think we care about it. Let's grab the double-edged bear. Okay. So I could gain a unit. I think we want to go to the left. I don't have the money. Get the Forge Steward. So what does this give me? Get a random graft unit. Graft a random equipment on a unit. Pungent smell of rotten chemicals hits your senses as strong as any strike. From behind the soft glow from illuminated formaldehyde tubes, a plague doctor slithers forward. Perhaps a rail forge such as yourself might be better by letting me tinker a little with your equipment. Sure. Crafting equipment from your deck onto a unit. Oh, that would have been good. Oh well. Okay. Craft a random equipment onto a unit. Could put it on the Forgeling, but that could be risky. Do we put it on the Forge Steward? I think so. Fortified Pauldrons. Yeah, the main thing is we want to be able to put good equipment on the other guy. Okay, permanently remove consume. Doesn't help anything. Do want to remove the cost of something. Bonk, no. Smith. Hold over. No, let's just purge somebody. Multiple somebodies? I think so. Because the Spear Stewards are just in my way. See how this goes. So Fleshlings have extra health and damage and apply corruption on death to unit that killed it. Fleshweaver has more stacks of mass. Oh, this guy's new. But we have to kill it if we want to face the secret final bosses. Secret. Okay, so Fortified Pauldrons. Resolve gain arm. Oh, sick. Yeah, that was the correct call. Just gonna have them there. Okay, so put the Twisted Assistant in front. I can use Bonk to kill a guy, which is good. Get the Erratic Assistance there. And then I'll put the Spike Driver Spider behind. Not that it's going to do a whole lot of damage on its own, but it's enough. Okay, so we've got boosted Twisted back, which is good. Now, how do we want to handle this? Because I don't have that many forge points. I'd like to give him Twisted back just so he does some damage. But I think we want a Smith. At least once. I'm going to just put them there. Because I kind of want these guys to get toasted. Okay, put the Weldling down. Give them Scissor Hands. Do we? No, not yet. Actually, let's undo. Because I can also Smith. I'll Smith down here, though. Because we want this guy to get toasted. So now we put the Weldling down. It gets a bit of a bonus. Now it's after combat. So I can't actually give them the Scissor Hands. I can get the other bot down. Cool. So at this point, I think we kind of want to save our juice, if possible. Oh boy. Smith. Do I want to get the Sanguine Assistant in front? Think so. Twisted back on that one. Give them some damage. Okay. And I'm trying to save up so we can boost the double arm guy. Let's start by bonking. Burn the Chimes of Despair. Smith, Smith. So we do have Vampire's Tooth, but I don't have enough juice for it. Cycle that out. It's fine. Hope I gain what I need here. I mean, we've got a couple of turns to pull this off. So we do gain the Fortified Pauldrons. That is another option I could do. So I can either put the Double-Edged Bearer down, or I can make the Fortified Pauldrons extremely strong. No, I think we still go for the Double-Edged Bearer. And then I think, do we give him We're not going to need the trample at this point, so let's give him the extra durability. Okay. So they're going to do a bunch of damage to me. However, if we turn this on, we can flip that around. I bonk my own unit. Undo. Okay, let's not do that. It's not worth it anyway. We need that extra damage. Okay, because if I do Smith, and then we boost the double-edged arms, now we win. Perfect. And boosting that one armor graft would actually be very good. Anyway, now the double-edged arms should do a lot of damage. Mix 5 times, sacrifice, transfer damage, and all buff and debuff effects to the front friendly unit. So brain transfer is amazing. As is fused weaponry. I think I'm actually going to grab fused weaponry. So quick and sweep. That's really good. Ability hook hand. So the reason why this guy's good is mostly just because he's great at clearing stuff. Do we need him, though? No, I think we're kind of fine. I do actually like the Crucible Steward. He lets me cull things from my deck. So if there's something I don't want and want to get rid of, I could. The thing is, my deck actually clears out really fast. So I think we skip. And what do we need? We don't need space. Drawing extra cards is probably my most valuable. It's either draw the extra cards or have extra energy per turn. Both are incredibly good. So the main thing is most of my things, yeah, cost almost nothing. It's really just the smiths, but I can get their price down. So I think we're actually going to draw extra cards. And see if we can just get everything to be cheap as heck. Go here. Alright. Let's go for Enduring Steel. This one's tempting just because it gets me extra Forge, but this makes the Forge bonus better. Oh. Yeah, so this just doubles the armor gain. The one thing is, we need a better frontliner. Urzel's okay. Then again, maybe it's fine. Here, I'm going to cancel out of that for a second because we don't want to dupe something quite yet. Create a unit with Endless. It's tempting to put it on the Weldling just so I don't have to worry about the Weldling dying ever. I'm trying to think. Because there's no... The one problem is if he dies, he loses his equipment, which makes him kind of not amazing. I think I'm actually just going to give him a Strength Stone. Do we? Or do we re-roll and hope for a large stone? And then Dualism. Beautiful. So apply armor equal to half damage to friendly unit, but it should be doubled. That should be really good. Okay, so now I can dupe something. The main question is what? Because obviously two of these Weldlings, they're expensive. But they would be able to make it so like whatever's in front of them isn't immortal, but is much harder to kill. Otherwise, I could go for 2 double-edged bears, just because those double-edged arms are going to be extremely strong. Ah, it's tricky. I think I'm going to dupe these guys. Okay, first non-boss unit gets reanimate 1. That's going to be tricky because that means their tanks are getting a reanimate 1. Still fine. Okay. I'm going to put this weldling in front. Or, I'm going to undo that one. We're going to smith. Then I'm going to put this weldling here. It gives them a little bit of a damage bonus. Okay, we'll give them 1 spike driver. And then I'm just going to put the trash there. Okay, so there's the other weldling. Now give them the bonus. Start stacking these. Everything is good. I think so. We can wait. I have no means of harming them, do I? Put him there. Put them there? Yeah, I could give something some bonus damage, but what? And yeah, we don't want to do fused weaponry yet. If I could give that permafrost, that'd be lovely. Why did he spawn all the way down here? Rude. Bonk that one. Okay, I'm going to turn this off at this point. We want to get some other things. Do we put this guy here? Nope. Oh, because he starts with a ton of armor. Oh, we desperately... Did I pick up Sacrifice? No, I did not. Yeah, so the problem is I've been giving my guys a bunch of extra armor. Which is not great. Well, I mean, it's fine. I can still bump him down. He's a perfectly good unit on his own. Yeah, the problem is I don't think I have any equipment in my deck. Yeah, so I can't do fused weaponry because it doesn't matter. Messed up. It's fine. We're still doing incredibly well. Let's see. I guess we just keep smithing. Because at some point... Oh yeah, because we could boost the fortified pauldrons. Perfect. Oh, that's going to pay for itself. Because, yeah, I can put the fortified pauldrons on one of my other units. I guess I can bonk that guy. I know, let's just put it on him. There we go. So now those fortified pauldrons are extremely beefed out. Let's do a fused weaponry, because we have two things that I can fuse. And it's free, so I can smith it a couple of times, and then we can just slap it on this one, which hopefully applies the damage bonus to both pieces of equipment, rather than just the merged one. This is a funky build. I like it. Okay, apply Steel Guard. Sure. Consume Sacrifice, draw a unit. And apply extra stuff. Scrap for parts is kind of interesting. We might as well grab it. Let's see. I think we want to go over here. Explosions do extra damage. Friendly units gain stealth. And on summon and slay, extra damage per stack. Neither of these are good, actually. Let's see, Merchant of Arms. Yeah, I have no equipment to fuse. Boiler room. Hall of Mirrors is interesting. But I don't know if I care for it. Grab those two. And then let's make that a deployable. So I need some more equipment. However, we could actually have 2 boiler rooms. Yeah, I'm just going to get a couple of those. Let's see. Start a battle. Enemy units appear on the same floor. Okay, put him on the bottom. Put him on the top. Put him there. Put a boiler room on both of those, because not a whole lot of enemies are going to be dying on the bottom floor. Okay. So this is tricky. Isn't it? Isn't. Because I'd like to get the welding down, give the bonus. Weirdly enough, I could actually put the welding in front. I think we just get the Twisted Assistant down as just a damage dealer. Do I just get the weldling down too? I think so. I'll just put that one there so it dies. Okay, cool. I think that was the play. Okay, so that way he won't get toasted. Give him the weldling so he doesn't die. And I should probably start that one in the front. Give it the scissor hands. I'll just start boosting a couple of these things. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wanted that one thing to stand in front, because yeah, corruption is actually pretty gnarly. Okay, do I have any weapons to fuse? We have the Swift Steel Dagger. Oh, we do actually have a little bit of equipment. Because I got the Swift Steel Dagger and the Scissor Hands. I could probably still wait. Okay, let's get that one down. Let's get this one down. We just kind of want to have this entire thing get toasted. And you know what? I'll give them the scissor hands just for that little bit of extra damage. Yeah, this is working out. Because I can just have all the erratic assistants in front and then die. And none of it matters. I'll give them the scissor hands just for a little bit more durability. We do have the Swift Steel Dagger, but we kind of want to wait on that one. Let's see if we can merge it with something better. We don't have that much time, is the one thing to worry about. I'm going to give them the Machinist Tome. Boost their damage a little. Give them that. Okay, I still have scrap for parts, so I could... Yeah. I have some options. Let me figure this out. So those guys are toast. Can smith a bunch. Yeah. I think I'm going to scrap this guy for parts. Can I bonk someone? Take him out. 9 damage. Oh. Bonk that guy. Okay, then let's do a fused weaponry. Let's do the Swift Steel Dagger and the double-edged arms. Okay. And then I'll give it to him, because that damage gives him insane durability. We looking good? Yeah. Oh. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn on this. You know what? Weirdly, it's fine. Because I guess I'm just going to make the fortified pauldrons insane. So the reason why I'm okay with that is mostly just that it's kind of a self-boosting problem. Okay, then I'm actually going to put this on him just to get just apply those remaining forge points to the other guy. I should have boosted the combined equipment. Was not thinking. Forgot to hit the button. Let's see. Do I want to grab another Machinist Tome? Yeah, kind of. Piercing 4 damage. Copy this card with Ephemeral to your hand. No, I don't think we want that. Okay, so I could dupe something, get money, modify some spells. I have some spells that actually would be worth modifying at this point. Otherwise, we could grab some health, which we don't need. We could see an event and get some trinkets. Making it so this doesn't consume wouldn't be a bad move. Make it so that does more damage. I don't know. I don't think we need it. But duping something could be fun. What would I dupe? Yeah, I'm trying to decide, because I've got a lot of units. I could dupe another boiler room, but I don't think we need it. Having 2 of those is good. So we pretty much don't need energy anymore. I think we're going to go this direction, even if it's a little wasteful. Okay. Go for this one. Apply Fragile. And multi-strike to a friendly unit. Oh. Fragile is real risky. I'm going to grab it anyway. Because giving Fragile to the multi-attacker guy makes him kind of good. Fortune equipment. That might be permanent, too. If I get this, though, I get that at a discount. Hell yeah. And we get some health, which does me no good. Okay. Kale and his cherubs grant 12 damage and lifesteal to enemy units. Could be tricky. I don't think I'm too worried about it. Okay. So boiler room. Urzel. Steward. Okay, so we're just gonna put a meat shield in front. Actually, undo that. I think we want to put the Twisted Assistant in front. And then I think I'm just going to fill this room with all of my erratic assistants. I'm going to turn these off. Go down here and Smith. Oh, this guy has way more durability than I thought he would. Damn. You know what? It's fine. And I think we want to hold on to that Swift Steel Dagger, so I actually remembered to do the proper fuse this time. Okay, get this guy down here, so we can potentially boost off of him. Let's see. I kind of just need all of these guys to die. Line them up there. I don't know. They'll go down at some point. Ooh. Shouldn't do that, actually. Because we haven't drawn any of my big booster guys. Put them there. That's off. Good. That one there. We just want them to go down. I need enough space that I can get my armor guy. So I could get the second Twisted Assistant. But no more. And then I can get this guy down. But no more. Probably should have actually put him in the front or waited. I don't know. Okay, only one survivor, which is good. Put Steel Guard on him. Smith. A hell of a lot of weapons that I can just apply to random dudes. Spider in front, with the Sanguine Assistant in front. I could scrap somebody for parts. The only problem is we might end up drawing the Erratic Assistant. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Damn it. Yeah, that was my fear. Okay, where are we at? Give him the Machinist Tome so he takes a little bit less damage. Sanguine Assistant. Yeah, I think I'll just come up here and Smith. I'll just give him Scissor Hands for the time being. There's no reason not to, really. Okay, boss is now on top. How in the hell have we not drawn either of those guys? I'm mad. Okay, so if I do the Machinist Tome on him, and then One Horn's Tome on him, it doesn't matter if he dies or not. And yeah, I could put the Vampire Tooth on him. I think we just smith twice. Front Trampler goes down, that won't be a problem. Everything else is looking pretty clean. Yeah, the fact that we waited this long for the Weldling to show up is honestly a little wild. Okay. Give that one trample. He's toast, but we kind of knew that. There we go. So now we get the double-edged arms, which hopefully I can fuse with the Swift Dagger. Perfect. Okay, is there anything I'd scrap for parts? Nope. So we're just going to smith. We're going to fuse these two. I'm going to turn this on and make this into a beastly bit of machinery. The question is, who do I put it on? Honestly, him. He's already got enough armor, I think, that we have nothing to worry about. I don't have any other creatures. So scrap for parts is kind of moot now. Yeah. Oh, well, we'll give him the Lifesteal Dagger. Okay. Bonk that guy. Bonk that guy. And start smithing, because there's nothing that's going to get in my way at the moment. I'm going to scrap that guy for parts. Mostly get that one spell out of my hand. Yep, looks like we're good. So they're just going to wail on this guy a bunch, but since he's capped at 15 damage per hit, he's just going to give me a ton of forge points that I can use on anything? Which means I'm going to come up here. We're going to smith a couple of times, many times as we can. I'm actually going to put the Fortified Pauldrons on him. Even if it gets rid of his equipment, it just boosts that Fortified Pauldrons just that much more. Armor, 388. Cripes. Not that I could have done anything there. Oh, he's only got 17 HP. Got toasted. Okay. Consume, apply, reanimate. Equipped friendly units attack immediately. I don't think I care about any of these. So what do I want? We've got a decent amount of energy. We've got space, so I think we just keep going for the draw. Because it's really as long as things are dying on the bottom two floors, I have nothing to worry about. Well, do we want to go here? Let's go here. Because Merchant of Steel, I can small stone something. Which is, like, kind of tempting in its own right. Let's see. Give a unit quick. Yeah, the problem is, since none of these actually carry over, it's not amazingly good. Alright, upgrade this one. Instead grants extra damage and armor for each forge point. So that's going to be extremely goofy. And we do have a weapon store and an Empyrean well. That gives me some options. Non-boss enemy gets reanimate too. That's going to be a little tricksy. I think it's fine. Grab those. Urzel on top. Steward and Steward. Okay, I'm going to turn that off before I accidentally start just applying things. So this guy is beefed to hell, which is very much what I was hoping for. Give this guy that. And I will smith. There's no reason to rush getting the Sanguine Assistant out. Also, the Swift Dagger did not keep the Forge bonus. I'm actually a little sad about that. I'm going to put the Weldling here. Oh, I should actually probably forge that Weldling. What am I thinking? Okay. Get these here. Because, yeah, I might as well actually use this to boost the Weldling permanently. Okay. Did not. Oops. I think I might have forged him. We gotta remember to turn the back off again. Because, yeah, he doesn't need the bonus. Give him the Machinist Home. Ooh. Spider in there? Oh, it's because he's got Titan skin. Hold up. Turn this back off. Give him the Machinist Home. The Twisted Assistant here. There we go. I'll just put the driver there. It's more or less just for money. Keep smithing those up. Yeah, so much to my chagrin, fusing two pieces of equipment does not apply the damage downwards. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping Shiny Shoe fixes that, because that would be huge if you could. Alright, let's sacrifice this guy. Well, we just turned that guy into a crazy monster, which is appreciated. Okay, what do we have and what can I do? Do I want to put the forge points on the Weldling? I think so. Because boosting the double-edged arms is very good and worthwhile. But I don't think I need it. I'm gonna bonk that guy. He's functionally worthless. Give him some damage. Okay, we're looking good? Yeah. Oh, he did actually hit my heart. I forgot those guys can harm me. And yeah, it turns out Bonk, not as good as I would have liked it to be. Okay. Give him some equipment. Guess I could have actually given the Weldling some damage. Oh well. Oh. Wait. We used whatever forge bonus on something. Not that we had too much, but at the very least. Yeah, this is going to hurt a bit, isn't it? Give that some damage. Yeah, not enough. I guess we did want that guy with quick and sweep. Oh yeah, because sweep multi-strike would have been insanely good. Oh well. Okay, put this one here. I keep messing this up. And I apologize for that. Because I don't actually want to boost the vampire dagger. I mean, it's good. But it doesn't really benefit me hugely. And then I think I'm going to go for One Horn's Tome on that guy. Hopefully. I'm curious about how fragile works. Yeah, I'm just going to put those there. Can't really stop it. And the back's got it. Yeah. Yeah. It's not that they're tanky, it's just that they reanimate with the extra HP. Means I can't quite clobber through it with the damage that I currently do. I think this would have worked better if I had like one or two... Wait, oh. They just won. Well, good on them, I guess. Was not expecting that. We don't want any of these. Remove equipment from a unit. Apply damage. Yeah, that's actually extremely good. Okay, we want to go over here. Merchant of Arms. Not my favorite. So we're just going to merge these together. Do you want to grab another boiler room? Sure. I'm just going to grab a couple of those. We can maybe do some funky things with them. Okay. These are all pretty bad. Cleansing water is kind of nice. Okay, and then let's purge something. Probably one of those. Okay, and then what do we dupe? That one's tricky. I mean, if I want to be really silly, we're just going to have a floor that is 2 weldlings and a guy. I could also just have all 3 weldlings, which would be really funny. Sap 10, Curse of Entropy to your deck on Resolve. I think that's going to be fine. The Sap 10's a little bit of a worry, but I think it's okay. Okay. Yeah, we want to wait on the Bloodthirsty Blade. Slay Reanimate's going to be lovely. Do I want to get the Twisted Assistant in front? I think so. Make him eat the damage. Unfortunately, Bad initial draw. But I'll take what I can get. So luckily, it's free, but it applies sap to my dudes, which means their damage is heavily reduced. Not my favorite. Okay. Go there. We might just lose this entirely due to the fact that my deck is clogged with a bunch of random garbage. Which would be very funny and slightly frustrating. Now, I have two options here. I could get 2 weldlings up here. Yeah, sure. I dig it. Only immediate problem is my core is going to take some damage here, and I'm not happy about that. Okay, so he's got 55 armor. Yeah, we want to sacrifice him. Okay, boost that one's damage. Yeah. We kind of did need that trample. Ugh. Well, I might still be able to do something with it. Okay. I'm going to do weaponized prosthetics. Give them scissor hands. I guess I'm just going to merge these two together. Ow. But we don't keep it around. Ouch. Yeah, we just don't do enough damage here. Oh, but I can scrap this guy for parts. Which is what I was hoping for. I haven't given him the machinist tome yet. Actually, let's undo that one. I've got some options, but they're unpleasant. Okay, so we still want to scrap this guy for parts. I'm just going to throw the second assistant down. We can bonk them. Which is good. Oh, but they don't keep any of the bonuses. Ouch. Okay, go back up here. Do a smith. Go for that. Now, I could give him the merged equipment. It's kind of nice. So we are going to put double-edged arms, hyper boosted, with one horn's tome. Alright, we live. For at least another round. Yeah, I think my main fear is the sap might kill me. Go for Twisted Back, make it a little stronger, kind of. Yeah, I just have no good permanent damage scaling. It's mostly just been that armor gain this entire time, and so if we run into a group that is even remotely close to tough, this is going to be bad. Okay, I'm just going to boost all of these, and then boost the Vampire Tooth. Perfect. And because this guy's pretty tanky, it's not permanent, or that's still a huge forge bonus that I can apply to something. Okay, then we have nobody here. So the main question is, how do I go about this? Okay, so I do not have enough cards. Wait, no, we draw 7, so I could actually wait. In that case, I'm going to do that, give him a bit of damage. Oh. There is a 1 in 7 chance we don't get this. So much as I'd like to hyper boost it further, I think the best thing I can do is just stack the armor on him. Oh, right. With Curse of Entropy, yeah, that would have been an issue. Bonk. Alright, and we have enough armor to win. The main issue is we're going into the final fight with 17 HP, which is really bad. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in beating the Titans in this. However, getting to the Titans is kind of good enough. Fight the Titans. Like, worst comes to worst, I lose. Who cares? I think the problem I'm having with this is while the Forge gives me a permanent bonus, it's only with this character. I have no idea how I'd win with these guys otherwise. Okay. Herzl on top. Forge Steward on the bottom. We do have the Bloodthirsty Blade, but I think we wait. So, here's the problem. We are mega hosed. Probably. You know what? I'm going to put the Machinist Tome on him. We're going to turn this off. Put one of those in front, just so they take the hit. Put them there. Put them there. Yeah, we do have the Bloodthirsty Blade. Kind of want to keep it. Yeah, the main issue is the... Pyre is extremely vulnerable. Now, let's see. I can strip something for part. Scrap something for parts. We kind of want to save that, though. Bonk that guy. Give them the scissor hands. Yeah, I think we're just going to run out of time. If I had some way of keeping the Pyre healthy or protecting it in any way, shape, or form, we'd be in a good spot. Sadly, we are not. I'm just going to put them there. Oh. Undo. We actually didn't have enough energy. Because we have to do Pyre. We have to do the Discordant Toll. I want to put this guy on the bottom. And I'll put the Double-Edged Bearer there. Okay, so far so kind of not great. I mean, once again, we're just not going to have enough turns. Unless I can equip something to the Pyre. Give it the Vampire Suit, that'd be amazing. Alas, no dice. Okay, let's get this Weldling down. Boosts his damage a bunch? Yeah. Then I'm going to give this one the quick slay reanimate. Give that one the healing. And it ain't over until it's over, but you just need a certain amount of health to be able to take this guy out. And we just don't have it. Okay, put those guys there. Everything else is good. Yeah. Next turn we lose. Still an incredibly good run, all things considered. For especially rolling a group that I don't know or understand particularly well. And did not know the full extent of what combos are even possible with them. I don't know. It feels mostly good. I think the thing I needed was, like, some better equipment. Something with, like, multi-strike and trample. I don't know. The grafts worked really well. Summon. Huh. That's a fun one. When you forge a unit or equipment, grant 2 health for each forge point spent. Yeah. Like, there's a number of these upgrades that I think are actually going to be very good. I just need to unlock more cards. When an equipped unit dies, permanently add 4 to their equipment. Oh, that would have been extremely good on that run. And because we still beat the final boss, just not the Titans, we still guild a bunch of cards. Which is very much what I'm looking for. Anyway, I think I might have to play a couple more runs of this here and there this week. I really like this game. I want to make the Railforged work. I just have to figure out how to do so. Might be... yeah, I don't know. The problem is the Herzl bonus that makes it permanent seems very necessary. Maybe I'll try with somebody else, like the Underlegion or Luna Coven? Ooh, there's some interesting Luna Coven options in there. Same thing with the Banished. Yeah, I'll have to think on these. For now, I guess I might as well mention once again that the Destiny of the Railforged DLC is out now on Steam, so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below, and I believe, if we're lucky, Monster Train is on sale, yes. So if you want to pick up Monster Train 2, it's 25% off right now, which will save you a decent chunk on an incredibly good game, and I think you can actually look. How much is regular Monster Train selling for? So if you don't want to pick up Monster Train yet, I have no idea. Unfortunately, it's not showing me a sale on Monster Train 1. But if it was cheaper, I would have highly recommended it. Still, the full collection bundle is 25% off as well. And while Monster Train 2 does pretty much everything I wanted from Monster Train 1, the original is still very good and worth looking into. But I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.